Hello my Banda crew and welcome back to the channel. Today's video we're going to be discussing the Spyro anniversary in Crash Team Rumble Season 3. If this is your first time coming to the channel, we release content every weekend. We discuss lore, theories, news, we do tier lists and interviews. I also have a podcast that I'm working on. If that sounds like something you might be interested in, maybe consider subscribing. So, Season 3 has about probably a month left as of this recording. The unlockables and the emotes and the customization, all of the different skins and everything for the Spyro celebration are chef's kiss. Mwah. They are outstanding. Like, Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, hands down, one of my favorite games of all time. But they fumbled the Spyro season, like, massively. They didn't have any character skins that related to the series. Polar, for example, had a Viking costume, and the real Velo had a gnome costume, which, yes, there were gnomes in Spyro, but they looked nothing like the gnome that Velo was. Like, it was just wasted potential. But in this game, oh my goodness, they have delivered. So I'm going to go over the Spyro skins of Crash Team Rumble in order of my liking. There's 6 of them. Technically there's like 8, but some of them, like I just said, they were like the Nitro Fueled ones where they're fantasy characters, but they don't really reference anything in the Spyro series per se. So, Engine as the balloonist is so amazing. This is my all-time favorite skin for this season, and rightfully so. It's unlocked at the end of the Battle Pass. It's just perfect. He looks almost exactly like them. You can see Engine under there, and they have the part of the hot air balloon in replace of the missile in his head. It's just, like I said earlier, mwah, chef's kiss. I love it. And we're going to move on to my number 2 pick. Female Trophy with Toasty Sheep. This one I would have never put 2 and 2 together. I would have never seen Female Trophy and been like, oh yeah, let's put Toasty over her. But this works perfectly too. Like, zipping around, and unfortunately in this image I don't have the correct staff, but in the Battle Pass, again, there is a scythe looking one that matches Toasty a little better. And you can see, this is just perfect. Look at it. It has the same visuals. The scarecrow, you got the hay sticking out. I just love it. And now we're moving on to the number 3 pick. This is what I'm talking about. So in Nitro Fueled, they had Polar, who is a bear. You could have put a little suit and a monocle on Polar and called him Business Polar or Banker Polar. Again, I was going to say Koala Kong, but I don't think he was available at Season 3 of Nitro Fueled. But it just blows my mind that they had all these different characters that could have easily gotten Spyro skins in Nitro Fueled. You had Penta Penguin, he could have been Sergeant Bird. You have Crunch, he could have been Bentley. Coco could have gotten an Allura skin. I'm telling you, like, it was wasted potential. And here we are. They don't have a bear character, but Crash Team Rumble pulls it off, and they make Dingo Dial the Moneybags. He's got the same clothes, and Moneybags' gem, his gem sack, is actually a book bag, or a backpack that you can unlock in the Battle Pass also. Now we move on to the bottom 3. So, this is Skelos Badlands Brio, and it doesn't really look like any of the other inhabitants in those levels. I understand that they gave him all that hair to make the screws in his head look like the bone going through the hair. The costume doesn't even fit, but I do enjoy that they referenced a Spyro game with Brio. If I had to pick, I would have given Brio a Yeti-looking skin, and then when he went into his beast form, it would be Bentley. I understand that Brio's beast form, his monster form, doesn't reflect the skins that you have on them, but for this season, I think they could have just done that. Had a little Yeti, and then when he drinks his potion, he could transform into the same monster, but give him a Bentley-like skin. There are 2 more. Scorch. This one, while fun, it seems like they added a lot of extra stuff that isn't on the actual Scorch from the games. So it's a reference, but at the same time they make it their own. There are also other skins, like I said, like there is the Genie skin, which pretty much they just give him a palette swap and they put makeup on their eyes rather than him, sorry, their eyes. So they do have other skins, but this one is the most that references Spyro. And again, it's neat looking, but I think they went a little overboard and they made it their own instead of having it actually be a Scorch skin. And now we move on to the last skin. This one is a major fail for me. I didn't even know that this was Hunter because it's called like the Gatherer skin. I had to go online and ask who this was because I didn't realize it was Hunter. Now side by side I can kind of see it. They have the same feet. He has the same spots. But what a fail. I dislike that a lot. So it's my least favorite Spyro-themed skin for Season 3. But now that we covered all of the fantastic skins, let's go to what I'm going to be calling the missed potential. Again, I'm repeating myself over and over, but Rumble's character roster isn't as meaty as Nitro Fuel's was. So when it comes to characters that can represent Spyro characters, we're kind of limited. But this one is just a no-brainer to me. I can't believe they didn't do it in Nitro Fueled, and I can't believe they didn't do it here. All you gotta do is give him a little puff of hair, change his straight jacket into a safari-themed color scheme, and then you could just call him, if you don't want to call him Sheila, just call him Safari Ripperoo. This would have been perfect. This one would have made more sense to me. Give Crash bow and arrows on the back as a backpack. Give him a hunter look, and that would have worked way better than Ripperoo. This one I think would have been really cute. You could have had Bianca make an appearance in the series as a Tawna skin. Tawna got a lot of skins. One of them could have easily been Bianca. This one's one of my favorites. If we could have gotten a cool green and red skin suit for Cortex, and then give him, heck, you don't even need to make him a monkey. You could have just given him the helmet, and maybe give him like a onesie, so you see like a monkey eyeballs underneath the helmet. That would have been a great, great skin. Agent 9 Cortex. And then the last missed potential, I think, we could have had the clipboard be in the battle pass, and Coco could have had a professor-looking skin. They're both the brains of the operations. They both have their little clipboard and their iPad, their little tablet there. I think it would have been wonderful. Give her a little glasses and poofy eyebrows. Heck, it would have been adorable. Everyone, that was my video. I hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next week. Take care. Have a good night.